Hello, welcome. Hello, my friends. Oh, I am so excited. These cards are so pretty, and I just cannot wait to share them with you. I hope you are doing well today. This is Patty Bennett, and I am going to show you these fun pop-up cards today. Look at this. Isn't that cute? And they're easier than you think. So I'll show you step by step how to make them. I'll show you the supplies that I use to make this beautiful rainbow of cards. And then you will be able to make them yourself. Yay! So if you are joining live, today is Friday, January 31st on Facebook at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're watching on YouTube or my blog later, you're watching a replay, which is great. That is totally fine. I love it when I have live viewers, and I love it when I have replay comments as well. So be sure to say hello if you are live, and then we will get started in about 1 minute. So if you're watching a replay, just scoot ahead. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Robin. I hope you are doing well today. Hello, Mary. Welcome. So I'm just going to put this here as a reminder that tomorrow, oh my gosh, it'll be February. What the heck happened to January? Okay, February 1st at pattystamps.com, you are going to find all of the pictures of these cards as well as the little template that I used so that you can recreate these. Hi, Ethel. Hello, Tracy. Hi, Polly. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are having a great day, and I hope you are excited to see these really fun pop-up cards today. I'm really excited about these. I was intimidated when I first saw the idea, but man, once you make it, it's really not that hard. Hi, Lynette. Hello, Elizabeth. We are going to get started in just about 30 seconds, so just hang tight for just a minute, and we will get started when everybody finds the live feed. Sorry if I'm still sounding a little nasally. This thing that I was down and out with last week is just hanging on. It's just like, hi, I'm still here. So doing my best. Hopefully no coughing fits today. Wouldn't that be nice, right? Hi, Shan. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Rhonda. Hello, Colleen. Janet is in Kansas. Hello, everybody. All right, why don't we go ahead and get started? We are a little past the top of the hour. So my name is Patty Bennett. I blog at pattystamps.com, and you can find almost 7,000 posts there at pattystamps.com. And guess what? I am coming up on 500 videos. So we're going to have to do something to celebrate my 500th video in the next couple of months. But you can find shopping links easily. You can sign up for my newsletter, or you can request a catalog or contact me all through my blog at pattystamps.com. Today we are talking about these really fun pop-up cards. Look how cute this is. Really fun. They're not difficult to make, and depending on the colors that you select, you can just get such a fun different rainbow of colors. Believe it or not, this might be my favorite. And I know you're fainting because it's purple. I know, but I like it. This I thought was cute too, because I did the yellow and the purple complementary colors. I thought that was fun. And of course, I do love the peaches and the corals, the Patty colors. But no matter what color you decide to create with these, it is going to turn out so cute. I used the Stampin Up Beautiful Bokeh paper. So I just took my color palette right from here. And let me just flip this. If you're ever stuck on colors, Stampin Up does give us a color palette in each suite, as well as it is printed on the back of the paper package, and it is also printed in the online store. So if you're ever looking for the colors, if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure, is that Petunia Pop, or is it Fresh Freesia? I don't know. Or, you know, whatever. You can always check that for your color combinations. I've also used the Beautiful Butterfly Sweet Collection. Well, not the shaker bits on these, but I've used the stamp, die, and embossing folder. So I'll show you how I used that. This is what the set looks like. And the embossing folder is amazing. I'll show you that. I did use some of the dies. And then this is the fabulous paper. It's really cool. It's just really fun. And I'm going to pull this one out because I think I'm going to make that one live with you today. I know, you're fainting. You're like, what? Purple? What happened to Patty Bennett? Where'd she go? And the greetings that I used are from Labeled with Love. Happy birthday and enjoy your day. I'll show you how I put that on the tag. Oh, I forgot to show you the tag. Got to show you that. And then wishing you the happiest birthday from Happy Day. So I have combined a few different stamp sets. So I forgot to show you. Look, this is the fun part. There's a little hidden pocket in each card, and I have a tag stamped with happy birthday. Isn't that so fun? So every one of them has a tag. Isn't that cute? See, it's a little pocket back there. So I'm going to show you how to do these. I do want to say that I was inspired by Verna Mullen. So I saw her video at Stampin' Notes with Verna Mullen, and that is where I found the dimensions for this. But I'll share the dimensions with you today so that you can make one. Our color palette, I just grabbed some coordinating colors to the paper. So I went like a shade darker with the blue and a shade darker than the freesia. So it's up to you what you want to use, but I just went sort of in the same palette, but shades darker. So let's get started. Oh, hello, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on the live. So sweet of you to join in. Super sweet of you. Tammy says, I think your fever is coming back. No, I'm okay. I just really think this is pretty, and I think what I really love about this is the Fresh Freesia little bow, and that was actually a mistake. If I can recreate it, I'll show you what I did. It was a mistake, but I think it turned out cute. But I just really love this one, so I think this is the one we're going to make live. Okay, so to start, you will need one piece of your bokeh paper, any color, right? Anything will do. And a half sheet of regular basic white. Now, normally I know when we make a card base, we use thick basic white, but this folding mechanism gets a little bit thick when you use thick basic white. So this is just regular basic white for that folding base. It is scored, well, it is 8.5 by 5.5, so just your typical half sheet, and it is scored in half at 4 1/4. So the first thing we're going to do to make this scored pop-up mechanism, and this is, like I said, directly from Verna Mullen. She took, and I'm just going to leave it there without putting my hands on the screen for a minute if you want to take a screenshot, but this is on my blog tomorrow. She took just a scrap of paper. This color is not important. This is just a scrap that you're going to use for making a little template. 3 1/4 by 2.5 inches. Okay, that's the rectangle. And then you cut it. Let me turn it the same orientation. So wait, I guess I have to flip it over just so you're not confused. Okay, so then you cut it on the diagonal, and this is what you're going to use to score and to cut that triangle pop-up part of your card. So I had to label it. Well, I didn't have to, but I labeled it. You can see top and fold, because this is what helped me. Like every time I took the triangle, I was like, wait, what do I do? So by folding your cardstock in half. Okay, so you just have, you know, your regular folded card. And by labeling my piece, and I'll just leave that here, I'll hold it here for just a minute if you want to take a screenshot of that. By labeling the long side with top and the short side with fold, it allowed me to put it on there in the correct orientation without fiddling with it every single time. I will say, you know, being the engineer and the drafter for 19 years, the first thing I did was I grabbed my 30, 60, 90 triangle because I thought, oh, for sure, I'm going to be able to like really easily just lay this on here and I'm going to be able to just score a line super easy with this. But this piece is not a 30, 60, 90. And not that this angle is like super, super, super important, but truly, it doesn't matter what that angle is. It's going to work. If you have a triangle and you want to use something like that straight edge, this will still work. It will just be a little bit different of a pop-up on the inside. But anyway, I was like, you know what? Verna has this figured out. I'm just going to go with Verna's directions. So you grab, pardon me, sorry, a little froggy. You grab your trimmer. You hold these two edges so that the fold is on the fold, the top is at the top. I'm holding these together. I'm going to put it in my trimmer. And you can see that this point is about lining up in the track and that point is lining up in the track. It may not be 1,000,000,000% accurate, but this is pretty close and it's good enough, okay? I'm going to hold this down and you can really just pull this out of the way as long as you hold this down. And then I'm going to take my scoring blade and score that. And I think, yeah, it shows through to the back on the regular basic white. But I am just going to put that in the track, and I know you may not be able to see it, but I can see where it's scored. And I'm going to reinforce that score on the back. If you can't see it on the back, you can always take this and flip it around and hold it there and redo the back. But you really want this triangle to be scored. So then, here's what I found worked best for me. So there's the V right here. I want from this point up to actually fold the other way. So I am just going to reinforce the score with my bone folder so that the top part is going to fold in and the spine is going to fold the regular way. And then you can just easily fold these two triangle areas in. Like that, and then reinforce like all over. Just reinforce the whole entire thing. And there you go. That's all there is to that pop-up mechanism. So you may want to come back and rewatch this, but really it is that easy. I thought, uh-oh, this sounds so complicated, and it's not. It's really easy. So then the next thing we're going to do is I am going to cut just the standard 4 by 5 1/4 card front layer. So 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to emboss. And the reason that I did not emboss the entire 6 by 6 with the Beautiful Butterfly is that I want this strip unembossed, plain. I just want it flat because that's what I'm going to use to stamp and create my extra little butterfly pieces. You can see here that for the other cards I already made, that's what I used. And I didn't want them already embossed. I mean, probably wouldn't hurt, I guess, maybe, but I found that I liked it just flat, and then that way I could stamp and I could emboss. So I have my 4 by 5 1/4, which you can see is going to layer on there. And at this point, you can either go ahead and put, again, orient it the same way. You can lay this on there and you can cut the triangle off first, or you can emboss the whole thing and then you can cut the triangle off after. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So either way will work. Let's just go ahead and cut it off first. I didn't do that on the other ones, but let's just do it. So lining up those two edges, holding that together, just a little sandwich held together. Pull that over so that you have those points. Then, if we did that right, this is going to just line up really nicely as this layer. There's no extra measuring or anything else. Isn't that fabulous? I was like, whoa, that was so easy. So let me just flip around. Here's the one that we're going to make. Let me just flip around and emboss this. I'm just going to put it in about there because I kind of want a lot of this large butterfly on the front. And let me emboss that. And just a reminder, when you are using these thick 3D embossing folders, all you need in your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is this big platform with the number 1, your paper inside your embossing folder, and then number 4 on top. That's all you use. You don't use clear plates when you're using the 3D folders. And if you forget, all you have to do is look right here on the platform, and it says with 3D embossing folders, you just use number 1 and number 4. So I love that Stampin' Up! Included it there because not all of us always remember everything every day that we're supposed to remember, right? Okay, so that's going to go on the front. You know what I should have done, and this isn't that big of a deal, but before I folded this so that it's, flopping up like this, I really should have stamped inside so that it's not flipping up. So I'm just going to kind of flatten that back out a little bit, and I want to do my stamping inside. I probably should have done it before all the folding, but we're fine. We're good. I used the large butterfly. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Hi, welcome. Yes, it was easy, Tammy, wasn't it? I love this. Hi, Faith. Hi, Lori. Hi, everybody. Once again, Teacher Patty making it simple. Well, thanks to Verna, because I probably would not have figured this out. So on the inside, I wanted kind of lighter colored large butterflies. And, oh, I will say, Verna, on her sample, and I don't even remember what paper she was using because I watched this a little while ago. She actually cut other pieces of designer paper for the inside. So like one for here and one for here. And then the triangles that were left over, she put them inside. So just as an option, just to let you know, you could keep going with this same pattern and you can fill the inside, but I wanted to stamp. And I grabbed Petunia Pop and stamped off and stamped inside, but excuse my reach. I'm going to actually use Fresh Freesia on this one because I really want those inside butterflies to be fairly light. I don't want them to kind of take over everything. I'm going to stamp off lightly, and then I'm going to put one down here. Oh, that's pretty. That's perfect. Okay, stamp off, and then another one kind of up here. Oh, so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love this big butterfly. It is so pretty. And then I'm going to go back to that slightly darker Petunia Pop. You can see here that Petunia Pop is kind of a shade darker. It's a little bit redder, but it's still a beautiful combination. And that is what I'm going to use for my birthday greeting inside. So, wishing you the happiest birthday. Excuse me, sorry, my throat is a little froggy. Let me grab a drink. Okay. And so there you can see that how well the Petunia Pop and the Fresh Freesia look together. If you missed the beginning, I'll just show you again. Happiest Day is where I got this greeting. And then we're going to stamp on the tag with labeled with love. So the tags, and I'm going to do it now just because I have the ink out. Oh my gosh, everything is falling all over the entire world over here. Good grief. The tags that I used on these cards are from Merriest Trees and Greetings of the Seasons. Those are the two different tags. Wow, you can hardly see that. Tags that I used. If you don't have a tag die, you could simply cut your cardstock, chamfer the corners, punch a hole. There are also other shapes that work as tags. Let me show you. I did that on one of them just so I could show you an alternate. This one. So this one just has that shape in there. It's not really meant to be a tag necessarily, but anything like that will work. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp on a tag with the Petunia Pop. And I already mounted the two stamps together. So they say, happy birthday, enjoy today, because I was making lots of these. And that was just simpler for me to stamp them all together. Of course, it means they're in the same color, but that's, that's fine. Okay, happy birthday, enjoy today. And you know what I think would be cute? What if we stamp a little butterfly couple times? And I'm going to go back to that freesia, stamp off, and put some butterflies in the background. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. In fact, I'm going to pull out this tag that's already done. I'm going to do the same thing. There, I like that. I think that's even better. Cuteness. So that's going to be our tag. We'll finish that off in a minute. Let's see, do I need, I don't think I need that anymore. But we still need to stamp something. I want to show you something fun that I discovered. So on the inside, I did use, oh, we do need that butterfly. I used the stamp butterfly that we just used to stamp on. Remember I told you keep that scrap. So we're going to stamp and die cut. I used just the die cuts. So there are these little die cut butterflies that you can cut in addition to this outlined stamped one. And then I was like, well, I want another size butterfly, but I don't want, well, it would be too big to try to put this one on the pop-up part. And I was like, I know, the paper butterflies. So I pulled out the paper butterflies because there are about 3 or 4 of them of different sizes in here that you can use to put inside your pop-up part. So I want to show you what I did to give it a little color. And this could be sponging, daubers, blending brushes. You could use your Stampin' Blends markers, whatever you want. But I want to show you something fun that I did. And hang on, I know this is going to be kind of a waste of paper. I want a contrasting color under here so that you can see what I'm doing. And sorry, this is going to totally waste this sheet, but I want you to be able to see this. So there are these 2 stamped images that are meant to be able to stamp wing, like fill in the wing part. I just want to show you what I did with it. So I just took this and I stamped right on top of this butterfly. And it wasn't meant to fill in or exactly match. It's meant to give it some color. And oh, can you see that? I hope you can see it. I think it turned out really fun. It just gives it some highlights of color. So you can see there, you still see some of the white, you still see some color, but it's not colored in solid. And I just thought it was a fun look. So that's something that you might try with your butterfly stamp. And then we are going to go back to this butterfly to stamp on the scrap so that we have one to cut out, die cut. Oh, good. Shan loves that idea. I'm glad you did. Thank you. Yeah, the paper butterflies, Patty, they are fabulous. It's a great mix and match to this whole suite. Hang on, you know what? That stamp wasn't all the way dry, so that one didn't turn out very well. Let's redo that. Much better. Okay, that was my fault. I did not dry the stamp off. So then what we can do is die cut this butterfly. And then we have these. Actually, I only need one. On my other ones, I die cut 2 just because I wanted like some extra pieces. And then if you want your butterflies to have a body, you could use the smaller or the larger body. And I think what I'm going to do is die cut a larger body to put... No, you know what? The small body works. No, we're going to do the small one. The small body to put in the middle of that butterfly. So let's adhere these dies with some Post-it flags. And just tack those down. So hang on one second. I'll turn around and die cut. So we have that one. And this little outline guy. And there's the body. They're tiny, man. Those little bodies are little. You have to be careful that you don't lose those pieces. So that was a nice use of that scrap that we came up with because of the card front embossed piece. I'm going to add a body in the middle. Oh, and I just realized now he has 4 antennae, so that's a little freaky. Let's give him some surgery and cut those white ones off. That's better. So now it has a body. That's a better scenario, right? This one we'll just use as is, and this one, I'm looking over here, I think I'm going to use a darker one just for some contrast. So I'm going to put that one back, and we will use these as our pop-up butterfly pieces on the inside. So a couple tips for adding the butterflies. Number 1, grab your glue dots. That's my first tip. So when you are arranging your pop-up pieces, and you know, this is going to fold like this. So if I were to stick this up like really high up here and then try to close this, do you see how it's going to stick out right here beyond the edge? So what you need to do is experiment the first couple times that you're doing this, and once you make a few of these, it's not hard to kind of judge, but you just need to know. So if I stuck it there and I'm just going to hold this like to close it, you can see that it's going to be completely concealed inside. So you just have to judge that a couple of times in the beginning, and once you get a feel for it, it's really pretty easy to position these. So I'm going to put a couple of glue dots. Anybody else with me that you don't like the glue dots on this side? It really makes me kind of crazy, but oh well. Okay, so then I have a couple of glue dots, and I can put, actually I think I'll put it kind of this direction. Okay, so I'm going to stick that one in here, and then this one we can put so it's up above like this. So a couple of glue dots on the bottom sections like that. And then this one is going to go actually on the folded part. I'm trying to see where's the next glue dot. My goodness. There we go. Okay, so that one will just be kind of like that. And then when this folds up, everything stays within the perimeter of the card. But when you open it, then they're kind of flying around. Isn't that pretty? I just think this is so cute. So then we have to decide what color cardstock goes on the back. And when I am working on a project like this, I just use the Stampin' Up! Suggested colors, and I go through and I just cut myself a whole bunch of pieces that are within the color palette that they suggest. And let's see, I don't have a freesia piece left, but I kind of think, hang on, where's our embossed piece for the front? Good heavens. Where did I put it? Somebody help me. Here it is. I kind of think, I kind of like that. I think that the Petunia Pop will work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put my embossed piece on the front. And by using that little template, it just magically works. I was surprised. I thought for sure this would require a second template, but it did not. So you have that on your front part, and then over here, we are going to do a U shape of Terran tape, or if you want to do Seal Plus, you can do that. I like the extra insurance of Terran tape. And you always want to use your bone folder to just give that some extra encouragement. And then pull off those strips. Now I'm going to fold it back up so that I can just look straight down and center it. Oh yeah, I was thinking it's not making a border. It's not supposed to make a border. Oh, that scared me for a half a second there. So you're covering up basically the whole back panel because it's the same size. You just have this triangle showing. And again, if you wanted to use that piece from here, the triangle from here, you could put it there. I personally liked being able to see that colored cardstock in the background. I liked it. So I thought I'm just going to leave it at that. And then I don't know if I can recreate this. Let me see if I can remember what I did. Like I said, it was a mistake, but I liked how it turned out. It's the Fresh Freesia ribbon from Celebration. So I know what I started with was a doubled up piece. And I meant to do a bow. And my bow didn't turn out, so let me see, what did I do? I think I probably tied a knot first. And then I was doing a bow, because I wanted a double bow. Oh, I remember what I did. I cut the wrong... I accidentally cut so that I had one side with loops and one side with tails, and then I just sort of gave them a little haircut, and it just, I don't know how it turned out like that. I mean, that's what I did. I accidentally cut the loops. So this way you have like a fluffy side with loops and one side with tails. I don't know. It just, make it however you want. But I thought it was cute. And then, I don't know if you noticed this, but I didn't even do anything to the rest of the front panel of these cards. I didn't put any embellishments. I didn't do any other stamping. I didn't put any other die cuts, but you completely could fill in and add little extras. You could totally add extras to these. You could use embellishments. You could put another greeting down here. But I just thought, I don't know, I really liked that these were somewhat simple and not too complicated. And the surprise was on the inside. I don't know. You can do, you know, whatever you want to embellish these. Maybe even some of the extra, that would look pretty. The white popping off of there. You could do some of the extra paper butterflies on there as well. But friends, that is it. That is what I did for this pop-up card. I am going to catch up on comments for a minute, so hang out with me if you have questions. I'm going to scroll back. Let's see. Oh, a lot of you forgot about the paper butterflies. I'm glad it was a good reminder. I'm so happy that you liked this. Thank you. Yes, die cutting extra bodies. Definitely. I did that on some of mine. Hi, Shirley. Welcome. What do some people use in between paper and die so it pops out easier? You can use, Debbie, you can use a dryer sheet or wax paper if your dies don't pop out. But as you probably saw me do, what I was doing was I used the little holes that Stampin' Up! Gives us and a little paper piercer. You can also use let me grab it, the die brush and the pad. So when you have your die that has your paper in it, you can do this and it helps to get your die out. Or in this case, see, it just released all that little extra paper. So those are some options for you to get your die out. I think that's what you were asking. I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Good idea. Shan said that you could use a paper clip to hold your pop-up piece on while you do this and make sure that it's going to fit inside the perimeter of the card. Fabulous idea, Shan. Thank you. Okay, Joanne is saying it'd be nice to have different sizes of glue dots. So the other thing that you can do is you can actually just fold like this and fold it on itself to make it smaller. Or I use my old sticky paper piercer and I actually just roll like this. And now it's just a tiny little rolled glue dot. So different things that you can do to make them smaller. course, not bigger, but you can always pile a couple of them up on each other to make them bigger. Thanks, Robin likes the contrasting coordinating colors. Hi, Pam. How are you? It's good to see you on here. Cruise Pam. Yes, I miss our cruise. Thank you. Happy accident. Yes, Tammy. Okay, I'm just reading the comments. Oh, and Robin. So Robin was saying that she likes the bokeh paper. I want to show you one thing. Where did I put it? Oh, here. So I was kind of convinced that the celebration paper would be fabulous for this card, but I can almost hardly even see the embossed butterflies because of the background. I thought they were going to be subtle enough, but really this bokeh paper is the winner. So I was going to make a whole set of them with this, and I'm like, no. I think, let me show you one thing I would possibly do. I would possibly just cut out that butterfly to use it as an accent. I think that would be good, but not that whole front. Just to my eye, that was just a little bit excessively busy. I'm glad you reminded me to talk about that, Robin. Thank you. Tammy's butterfly loving hearts. Good. I'm glad you like these. Thank you. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, I'm glad you like it, Lynn. What did I say I used for the tags? So the tags are from Greetings of the Season and Merriest Trees dies. And then this, I can't even remember what this is from, but it's not an actual tag. It's just a shape that I used. Or, of course, you could cut your paper into a rectangle. And everything is linked on my blog today. If you need those supplies, you can jump over there to pattystamps.com and get all of the ordering codes and see all of the supplies. They are all there today. Anything else? Let's see. I'm glad you're inspired, Susan. Oh, Pam, I'm sorry. Pam got pneumonia. Yeah, we've all had that icky flu, Pam. But I'm sorry yours turned into pneumonia. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. So any other questions about the pop-up cards, about the mechanism, the template? Like I said, again, will be on my blog tomorrow if you need that. And thank you again to Verna Mullen for the idea. Just love this idea. I don't see any other questions, but I do thank you for joining me today. And I hope that you have a lovely weekend, a lovely start to February. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe February is starting. That's crazy, right? But I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I hope that you'll try out this card. Let me know if you try something other than butterflies. I'm sure this would be cute with a lot of different things. I'm just looking up here and I'm thinking how cute it would be with some of these images popping up in the center for a different type of birthday card. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be really cute. I'm sure there's lots of other things that would work well. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all next week. Bye.